Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Your Pet Detective Show. I'm your host, Angel Nieves. I'm a retired NYPD detective, and now I'm a private investigator, mostly for animals. And don't forget, please, to hit the subscribe button in the bottom, and also get my book. Do you know where your pets are? Which is right here. Um, Before we say anything, before we speak, I want to tell you something. When you're in your backyard or you in the garden, you see different type of animals that you don't even know about, and they're cute, and you probably misunderstood what kind of animals they are. So what you do is, what I did was yesterday, a couple of days ago, I was in my yard and I saw a little black, cute little thing, and I thought it was a mole, but it looked like a mouse. I mean, I don't know what it was, so I did a check on. Look at this. I even took a video of it, and it's a shrew. Check it out. Now these animals are venomous, so don't get it wrong with the little thing like that. What they do is they're large predators, and they eat a lot. Put it this way: if they don't eat something in 3 hours, they starve to death.
That's a little baby mole.
Look how cute that little thing is. That's a shrew. And what they do is the venomous, their saliva. They have saliva, and that's what's venomous, and they paralyze their prey, and they eat the prey alive like fresh meat. Do you believe that? So enough of History Channel there. I got a good friend here. His name is John Debacker. This guy, the best thing to describe is he's a superhero. This guy is everywhere. He climbs anything. He does whatever he can. He's like the Batman for animals. And I want to show you a presentation. Look.
Come on, I got you. Come on, I got you. Come on, baby.
Do you see that? He caught the cat in midair. And that was really the ones I want to show you. So I'm going to show you the whole video.
0, 1, 2, 3. Let's get started. Real good.
I got him.
John, you're incredible.
Hi. Oh, hi.
Unbelievable. You
Oh,
caught
thank
this
you.
cat like, I mean, you're in the Golden Gloves. It's incredible. You know,
Yeah, that was.
I mean, look at I got to show it again.
Sure.
Now, how high were you
Talk
there?
about a great
My ladder was 20 foot high.
John
but the kitten
Debacker
was
from
around
Long
10
Island
to
Cat
15
Kitten
feet
Rescue.
higher. Maybe even 20 feet.
Come on, I got you. Come on, I got you. Come on, baby.
Look at this. Here you go. 1, 2, 3.
I got him.
I got him. So easy. What do you say? I got him.
Yeah, that was insane. But luckily,
how many cats you actually have to climb for? Put it that way.
I've actually been getting a lot of cat and tree calls lately, and usually they don't like jump like that. But this kitten was terrified. He was screaming when I first got there. Normally they're like quiet.
Now this is a stray cat, right?
It's a stray kitten. Yeah, it was around 6 weeks old when I got it, or maybe even 5 weeks.
So it could be domesticated at that age, right?
Oh yes, my friend in Levittown is fostering him right now. He's so sweet. He's one of the friendliest kittens I've seen. Yeah, and I've seen a lot, but this one is.
Actually,
I would keep this one if I didn't have 4.
You should call him Johnny D. I mean, this guy is a little Knievel there, you know.
Well, I think he was named Oakley. He's being backed by Oakley. He's being backed by Last Dope Animal Rescue. and eventually will be put up for adoption.
Wow, incredible. Now, the cats that you do get from the trees, are they all strays or some of them are domestic also?
Most tree cats are actually friendly because the feral cats can figure out getting up and down trees, but friendly cats they've never been outdoors, so they don't really know. I mean, cats either way have to climb down trees backwards the way the claws work.
Right. Wow.
Sometimes they like chase a squirrel up a tree or a dog chasing them up the tree, and then they can't figure out how to get down.
That's funny. You never caught a dog up there, right? Like a
No,
dingo, right?
no,
You
I've
know?
seen on the news though that recently there was a dog stuck in a tree in another state.
Yeah. Yeah, because you do a lot of rescues, but on the cats, I mean, you go everywhere in the New York State, right?
Yeah, I go everywhere. Yeah, I recently got a cat in the USPS truck in Manhattan actually, and
Oh man,
that kitten is in foster care also.
well, Manhattan is crazy. Manhattan is like I mean, we actually have coyotes now, man, in Manhattan too, by Central Park.
Oh yeah,
So we get a
yeah,
lot of wildlife.
yeah. I've gotten coyotes on Long Island actually. They're everywhere, just like cats.
Yeah, but the thing is, they eat cats.
Yeah.
You know, they eat cats. I mean, the thing is this: people actually believe that if I have a cat, it should go outside and explore. It shouldn't be in the house because it's not happy in the house. I mean, that's a myth, right?
I mean, cats are. I mean, sometimes cats are happier outside, but cats are safer being indoors. So domesticated cats should definitely always be indoor cats only. All four of my cats, every cat I've ever owned has only been indoors. There's too many things that can go wrong outdoors. They can get attacked by other animals, eaten. They can get diseases. They can just too many things can go wrong.
Yeah, because most people, I mean, not most people, some people don't even take the cats to the vet. They say, oh, the cat's indoors. I don't have to take them out to the vet once a year. I mean, they need the rabies shots and everything just like a dog, right?
Yeah, I mean younger cats they don't necessarily need their annual checkup, but as the cat get older, they should definitely see a vet every year. Definitely get updated on vaccines. And if a cat is outdoors, it should definitely be updated on vaccines every year anyway.
They could actually even get HIV, right?
FIV, yeah,
FIV
FIV and leukemia. It's the same thing, but yeah,
from other cats. Yeah, that's the what I mean. People and actually they actually kill birds. I mean,
yeah, they
they're predators.
yeah, cats are natural hunters, so unfortunately they do kill a lot of birds. They don't even always kill them for food; they just hunt, like they just kill them for fun.
Is it true that these cats sometimes have two homes when they're
Uh,
outdoors?
Feral cats, they a lot of times have multiple feeders. A lot of colonies I've had, they have a feeder in one block, and then I go around the block, and the same cat shows up.
How
Yeah.
about domestic cats?
How about what?
Domestic cats.
Oh, I've never seen that. I mean, they normally stick to one owner.
Really? Yeah,
Yeah.
but I heard was I even tell people when they lose their cats, they will actually go from one day house or one night house.
Oh,
And
I've
sometimes
never.
they're here for the
Yeah, I've
whole
never.
day. Yeah, because the person comes over, they feed them whatever. I mean, cats say, if I could get over in one place, I go, right? Like human, right? If I could get
Yeah,
over your house and eat, I eat every day, then I go back to my house. But
I've never experienced that personally. Sometimes they get lost though, and they can't find their way home.
all right. Now you don't only do cats. I mean, you're a cat advocate, and you have let me see, I could find it here. You have your own website, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Right here.
That's our rescue. Correct. I'm the vice president of it.
And what actually do you do with this website? I mean, you do TNR or
Yeah, I mean, I do the same thing I did before I was with the rescue. I do mostly TNR, but I prioritize emergency cases like cats and trees, sewers, highways, you name it. I'll do any animal in danger.
well, that's the thing is the cats they go in any hole they find, right?
Correct?
If
Yeah,
they fit in
yeah,
it, they're in it.
yeah.
You
I've
know.
gotten many cats in sewers, many kittens in sewers. You hear them screaming from above.
Yeah, because I checked out on it. It actually says the cat goes, but they feel the size that it could go in by the whiskers.
Correct. Yeah, they use their whiskers, but if a cat's head can fit in the hole, their entire body can fit. Actually.
Wow.
Yep, I've had cats like squeeze underneath doors.
Like a genie in a bottle.
Yeah, cats are liquid, as some people say.
Yeah, because the thing is, like, people call me all the time and says, I lost my cat. I say, your cat has to be in the house, right? No. So I have to check the behavior. If they're skittish, if they're friendly. And then when I go through all that stuff, I come out and says, do you have any holes in the walls? You check behind the refrigerator, behind here, go into the cabinets, open your cabinets, listen. You probably hear a meow, and then find them.
Yeah, sometimes they crawl in cabinets, and then the owner closes the cabinet, not realizing, and then hours later they find them in the cabinet.
Well, it'd be
I've had
nice and
that.
comfortable, right? With all those
Yeah.
clothes in there. It's like a pillow, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I remember in Long Island, actually, there was a hoarder. She had 200 plus cats, but they kept on breeding. And over by Riverhead. And these cats, they were in the walls, they were in the sofas. I mean, they were in everywhere. You move a sofa, there's like 10 cats running out.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I recently did a hoarder in Jersey actually with over 200 cats. There's like I think 40 or 50 left in the house. Hoarding houses is so hard to get under control because there's too many.
And you could smell them a mile away.
Yeah, pretty
You
much.
know? Yeah. And they actually, those cats are not domestic anymore, right? When there's so much cats, they become strays in a way.
I mean, it's hard to socialize so many cats at once, so a lot of them do become feral.
In
But
the
some of
house.
them are, yeah, some of them are friendly. Yeah, they're basically indoor ferals, which makes it a lot harder actually to place them.
Now, do you see any feral dogs?
I've actually, it's very rare you see dogs because pretty much every shelter will take a dog. Not every shelter takes cats.
And why is that?
Like by law, by the law, shelters have to take dogs. Like Hempstead, they can't say no to a dog on the street, but the shelters can say no to cats. I don't know why. It's just the way the laws work.
Probably to get more kittens than dogs, right? Than puppies.
Yeah, yeah. I guess there's more cats in the world than dogs, or more cats roaming the streets.
Right.
Cats do
Now,
take up less space, though.
huh?
Cats do take up less space than dogs.
Well, they're on their own, really, in the house. I mean, let me put it this way: I got a cat, for example. I don't. I got my daughters are allergic to it, but I got a cat, and I said, my cat is so boring. My cat doesn't do anything, and he actually a little bit aggressive. But meanwhile, I find out there's nothing in the house for the cat. So if you have a cat, people say, if I have a cat, just leave it lay there. It does whatever he wants. It's dependent. But what do a cat need in the house?
What do the cat need in the house?
Yeah, like toys or anything. I mean,
Yeah,
they
I
need
mean they need
time,
litter
right?
box. They need litter boxes, food, water, bedding. Yeah, some toys keep them entertained. Another cat. They always good to have two cats so the cats can play with each other.
Because they're night guys, actually, right? So if you're trying to go to sleep in the daytime, at nighttime, it's a possibility they won't let you sleep, right?
Correct. Yeah, they'll do the zoomies. They'll run all over the house. They'll jump all over you. Yeah.
Yeah. Because thing is, I tell people they should get actually, those things to climb, things to scratch. They like to be in high places, not low
Correct.
places.
Correct. Yeah.
So people should actually do this to homework before they get a cat.
Correct. Yeah. There's a lot involved with owning pets.
Of any type of pets, really, even a goldfish. People don't know how much they got to do their homework. Like I said, that little thing that I saw out there, the shrew. I don't even know if you ever heard about it. Shrew. I mean, it's a cute little thing. I don't know if you look at the video,
Yeah.
but it's venomous. If it bites you, you're gonna have a big lump on your finger for a couple of days, and you'll be in pain for a couple of days.
Yeah. I've actually never personally dealt with the shrew, so I don't have too much knowledge on them.
But if you see it, it's cute, and it's very like a little fur ball. But don't grab it with your hands. Grab it with gloves or something like any other animals, because if they bite you, they're not rodents. They're actually hedgehogs. Hedgehogs or moles. They're not mice, you know, and they're
Yeah.
short tail. So people, I mean, like I said, I saw it. The first thing I do is I take a picture and boom, I Google it and I see what it is before anything. And if you have pets and the road and the shoes in the house, it
Yeah.
will attack your pets. That little thing will attack any pet. Doesn't care. That's how aggressive they are. You know, and we have
Okay.
so many things out there that we didn't even know about. But the reason I'm talking about that because now we're going to talk about wildlife.
Okay. Yeah, I
You
do.
don't only
I
catch
do.
cats and dogs, right? You go after anything that's alive,
Correct. Yeah.
and you do. I mean, I, today I called you earlier, right? We were going to do this earlier, but you had to go out because people call you, right, to put the bat signal up in the air, and boom, you're there. So, so
Yeah.
what happened this morning? What are you going after?
Yeah. Actually, a post went out on Facebook. There was a raccoon stuck in a dumpster. I think since the night before, and they were concerned that the garbage men were going to show up and take the dumpster, or other people throwing garbage in the dumpster and burying the raccoon. So I went there. I took me like 20 minutes to get there, and I climbed right in the dumpster. He was actually a very feisty raccoon. I posted a video on Facebook.
So he's a little bit aggressive.
He was very aggressive, yeah. So I couldn't just grab him because he would have tore me apart.
So how you grabbed him with a net or
No, I kind of like pushed him up a ramp so he can like forced him out of the dumpster.
now if they bite, they possibly have rabies, right?
It's very rare that they'll have rabies. I mean, usually it's temper, but I've never had a rabid raccoon in so many that I've contained.
Because I've seen a skunk with rabies in
Yeah,
the Bronx.
yeah, yeah. I mean, it is possible, but it's just very rare.
This guy was walking backwards. This raccoon was
Oh,
running around backwards, you know.
oh,
So it was crazy. But
oh! If they're walking in circles, it could be head trauma also.
no, it wasn't walking in a circle. It was walking backwards
Oh, walking
with his
backwards.
hind
Okay.
leg, with his legs up and the tail up in the air and the whole body up in the air was down the block walking backwards. It was during the daytime.
Oh,
So yeah, we had to call it up. But what was the wildest case you had?
I've done so many. It's hard to name one, but recently, there was a kitten in the center of the Wanto Parkway who went pretty viral actually, named Wanda. I got there within like an hour. I had to call state police to shut down the highway, and I was able to. The first attempt I had to grab the kitten, it ran away, but then I was able to chase it down. I grabbed it like off the road. I'm so happy the cops were able to stop traffic for me.
Is that the one I played like it's in the beginning with when you grabbed it by the neck? The
Yeah,
first
yeah, it's the
first
one where I
video.
dropped. Yeah, I dropped the net right on it. It was along the center divider at first. That
Yeah,
was one of the.
but I saw one crazy one you did because it was in a building. The cat was climbing the building, and you were in the
Oh,
windowsill.
oh yeah, that was in Queens. Yeah, it was like it was on the edge of a building. I don't know how it was climbing. It had nothing to grip onto, but cats can do miraculous things.
Incredible.
Yeah,
Now, I need pointers from you for the people.
sure.
Um, Halloween is coming around the corner, and we have people coming in, right, to the country with their own, their own customs. I mean, I have mine, you have yours, right? We all have our own different customs. And I did see, I don't know if yeah, you know about it probably in Queens, they have animal sacrifice.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. Yeah,
I mean, I spoke to the people. I did a show with them, the Xeon mission, and the animals that they have. People say, well, they don't do this to dogs and cats. Well, and one of the things that on the photos I saw was Shih Tzu.
yeah. I
That was
heard that they did do it to some dogs. I haven't heard about it being done to cats though. I haven't really been following up on that too much, so I don't know too much about what's going on there.
Yeah, but this dog, it was a Shih Tzu that was killed. You know, it was in this area
Oh,
of sacrifice. There's a possibility it was sacrificed too. You know,
okay.
but what should people do with their pets? I mean, you're talking about dogs and cats now. What they should do with
Yeah.
pets? I mean, people leave their pets. I have a fence around my house, so I leave my dog go out and do whatever he wants to do. I leave the door open if we could come in and out. And that's how they lost their pets anyway, or they get stolen.
Yeah, I mean, pets should never be left unattended in the first place. Cats should stay inside. They have a litter box. They pretty much have everything they need inside. Dogs, they should be walked on a leash like twice or three times a day to do their business. But there's no reason to have them unattended outside.
But dogs actually let you know when they got to go.
Yeah,
I mean, they are persistent when they have to go. You know what I mean? It's not like, okay, sit down, okay. So they actually go after you. When you
yeah,
gotta go, you gotta go. You know, but people actually, I don't know, they're lazy or I could say lazy. They leave the doors open, and I've seen it. They leave the doors wide open. You know,
yeah.
and I had one recently that the dog, a little dog, in Long Island, and this dog actually came out, right, got out of the house, was in the fence, and went underneath the fence. Easy way to do it. They went underneath. There was some damage. It went out and left. So I usually tell the people is listen, when you see something like this, the dog will usually go on a path that you walk them because of the scent. That's
Correct.
why they
Yeah.
pee all over the place because that's their scent. I said so. And I told the guy actually how the dog left, and he says I was correct. Then from there, I told him you have to keep looking at. Something told me he was going to look at the full video. I said you have to keep looking at the video. I think the dog came back.
Oh, you did. Okay.
He came
You
back,
can-
but the thing
Yeah,
is,
a lot of times they do come back on their own.
yeah, but the thing is, the owner's looking for the dog. So if the dog came back, there's nobody home,
Oh,
and the dog stays by the door. Then he went out and peed again because that's what they do. Their mark.
yeah.
You know? So I don't know if he found the dog or not because he didn't get back to me yet. Usually when they don't get back to me, it's because they got it, you know. So, but what do you recommend these owners to do?
About like in terms of what?
Dogs and cats, leave them out there.
Well,
Once a pet,
domestic cats should never be outdoors. Like, yeah,
right
and dogs, if they need to do the business, you should really walk them on a leash. Because
now,
people steal pets all the time if they're left in the yard unattended.
now Halloween's around the corner. Halloween's around the corner, and people are getting a whole bunch of delicious chocolate and caffeine. They probably even have parties and they have bags hanging around, but they have dogs and cats. How bad is all this stuff that I'm talking about for the animals?
Chocolate is very bad for cats and dogs. I mean, just like a child, you have to pretty much keep it safe away from pets. Can't leave it just on a counter unattended, open. Like put it in cabinets or fridge or the fridge or whatever.
Yeah, but cats know how to open up cabinets,
No, well, I mean, it's
right?
true.
So it should be
Not
sealed.
not always. No.
But also potato chip bags. I spoke to a person that actually advocated because her dog died that way, and the potato chip bag actually the dog put his head in there because the smell
Yeah.
and wants to lick, but the thing is he has to breathe. So when the dog breathes, it's like a vacuum and it closes on them. Now they
Okay.
can't breathe. So they're trying to breathe, they can't. And they're not like you and me. Say, oh, let me take this off. And they actually suffocate. She said that she had her dog and her dog suffocated like in a minute and a half.
Oh,
He
really?
died.
Oh, so the
That's how
bag got
bad.
stuck on its head.
It's not stuck. The thing is, when they breathe, it sucks. So it
Yeah, but
becomes a vacuum, so it can't shake it off.
yeah,
There's no air in there no more. That's how they suffocate.
yeah, but the dog couldn't get the bag off its head. I'm basically saying, right?
No.
Oh,
Because
so
it got stuck now because of it became a vacuum, so they can't take it off.
oh,
You
I'm
know,
guessing that dog didn't survive.
no. In a
Oh,
minute and a half, it died.
oh wow.
As it was.
How
You
long
know.
ago was that? I never heard of that one.
Oh, that was it happened. It happened in one of my episodes. There, it's I think it could happen to her like 5, 6 years ago, but she started advocating it, and she has her own .org nonprofit organization, and for people to know how dangerous are bags. Even if you throw it in the garbage can, if they open it, they find a bag, they try to lick in there. They're trying to, they could smell it, and that's how dangerous it start. And they die. I mean, that
Yeah, I've
goes,
actually.
huh?
Oh yeah, no, I was gonna keep going. What were you saying?
Oh, no, sorry, wait, you were gonna say
Oh,
something.
okay, yeah. Actually, I've gotten several cats actually with jars stuck on their heads, which is similar. I had a cat with a jar stuck on its head for 2 days actually in Jersey this past Christmas. I'm surprised he survived as long as he did.
2 days without water.
2 days without water or food. Yeah, they stick their head and look for food, just like the potato chip dog.
And that's also wildlife too. Raccoons and all those animals too do the same thing.
Yeah, it happens a lot to raccoons. Sometimes the raccoon is never seen again, sadly. But sometimes I was able to get the jar off its head.
I mean,
I've
how they get
never.
these jars? I mean, what? It's just people just throw it in the streets, or they have it inside a bag, or
Yeah, it's just garbage. Like people put out garbage, raccoon or cat or any animal goes in looking for food. They stick their head in and can't get their head out. People need to like crush up the cans properly so the animal can't like fit their head in.
you see, now you're telling people to do work.
Yeah, I
I mean,
mean,
that's what it comes down to. I mean,
if
they
it,
should have it. I mean, if you live like in Long Island, someplace more rural, that you actually have deers or probably even black bears or stuff like that, you have to tighten up more security in the garbage because that attracts animals.
yeah, I mean, if it saves animal life, it's worth doing the extra work. But some
Yeah,
people don't care.
people just throw the jar on the floor.
Yeah,
That's why I have this show, because people like you will educate others and tell them. I mean, you're out there. You're out there
yeah,
in the streets. You know what I mean? It's different. Like if someone else talks about it but never goes out there and do the work. You actually do the work. You actually do the extra mile. And
correct.
you
Yeah,
go anywhere in the New York State area.
yeah.
So
I mean,
actually, you
all
said Jersey, so tri-state probably. You
yeah.
know.
I rarely go to Jersey, but sometimes people call me to Jersey. And really, all it takes is for them to just twist the lid back on the jar, and that's really all they need to do when they throw it out. Doesn't really even involve too much extra work.
And if you get caught by an octopus, they open up doors.
Oh,
These guys are incredible. I'm telling you. You have a little dot and they go right in there. But yeah, so people have to actually take the extra mile, even though it's wildlife.
yeah. Any living creature,
Yeah.
they rely on us for their safety.
Now a lot of people do also is they feed wildlife. They go out there, they see a raccoon, they feed the raccoon. They do want to do a selfie.
Yeah,
Now they get more raccoons coming, more skunks coming because there's food now. And now you want to call somebody, you, because there's a pest going on. I mean, there's no
yeah.
brain, but why? I mean, what should they do actually, but they don't go into that big trouble at the end?
I mean, if you start feeding one, then they'll all call their friends, and then you'll have so many. I mean, I don't mind feeding. What I don't like is when people start feeding, so the animal relies on you for food, and then they suddenly stop feeding, and then now the animal doesn't know how to survive because they relied on you for food all this time.
But
That's when
also, go ahead. Also, what?
I don't like when people start feeding an animal and then just suddenly stop feeding the animal. So after they rely on you for food for years, then they don't know how to get their food themselves. That's what I don't like.
Well, the people actually feed the animals more for their satisfaction.
Sometimes, yeah.
It's not
And
their
some
satisfaction. They want to see more calm. They see it coming, and they same way like when they pet a dog or a cat, they pet them and pet them, and when especially when they're crying, they pet them. That's how the animals become actually more alpha.
yeah.
You know, because the way you treat them like almost human. But the thing is, out there, I mean, you've seen it yourself. I mean, put it this way: the wildlife that you save is for what's most of the reason for saving them. I mean, not what because of the way you feel, but because the calls that you get on the rescues.
Okay.
What is the
Yeah,
most?
I mean the animal deserves to live just like us. I'm vegan, so I don't even eat animals. Every animal deserves a second chance at life.
I don't eat animals neither. But the thing is, why I eat fish? Does that count?
I don't eat yeah, I don't eat fish either. You can't eat fish as a vegan.
I gotta eat fish. I, I gotta eat some kind of protein, you know. But most of the calls that you get on wildlife, what are
Yeah.
they? Like, it's like, for what reason is it? Is it most of the time? What's the reason that you get called for?
Usually with wildlife, it's hit by either like hit by a car or the distemper raccoon like staggering, or sometimes they're hit by a car or limping or have a jar on its head. I don't catch wildlife if they're healthy.
Okay, so it's not like, listen, this little pest is here in the backyard. I want to get him out.
No,
No.
I don't do wildlife relocation.
Well, actually,
People have to.
actually, actually, I called 311 once because I had a skunk in the backyard and I had my dog. So I called and they say, well, there's two things we could do. Number one is wildlife. So we cannot take it out. But if we do take it out, we have to kill it. So now my backyard stunk for the whole summer because I don't want it out. I don't want a dead skunk. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So I did, but I only went once. I started like closing the gate more. I told my kids and wife to close the gate. Raccoon could climb and the possum could climb, but these guys can't. The skunks, and she actually made a den, and my daughters are looking out the window, and she saw little baby skunks. She said, "Oh,
Oh,
they're so cute." I said, "Yeah, go play with them." You know,
oh, the parrot skunk family.
I had a skunk. I had a family back there. What they do is they stink the whole area to get all the pests out and take that territory, which is my backyard, and then they have skunks.
Oh, that's cute.
Hey, that's what you
Yeah,
get.
people need to learn how to coexist with wildlife.
Yeah, yeah. Especially with COVID. When COVID was there, they actually came closer. I heard a coyote in my backyard. I mean, the coyote lost. I think it had it out with a skunk, so it didn't work out good for that coyote. But
Oh,
but yeah. So what other tips can you give people about animals for they don't have to be calling anybody, especially domestic animals.
yeah. I mean, if you see an animal just wandering your yard, just don't always assume it's injured or sick at first. If it's just walking through your yard, just leave it be. You don't need to call a wildlife rehabber right away.
I'm glad you said that because the thing popped in my mind. Raccoons does not have rabies if you see them out there in the daytime, right?
Correct. Yeah. Sometimes they're out looking for food for their like babies. They have babies
Yeah,
somewhere.
because people saying, "Oh my God, I saw a raccoon. It's in the daytime. Oh my God, they have rabies." A bunch of zombies running around. But the thing is,
Mhm.
they have to feed their babies, right? Same thing with
Correct. Yeah.
coyotes.
Yeah.
Okay, so people listen to Johnny here. Um, just because you see wildlife in the daytime, even though they're mainly nighttime, is because they're out there for a mission and it should
Correct.
not be disturbed.
Yeah. Just let them do their thing. and they'll leave you alone. Also,
Don't take selfies,
Mhm.
right? No selfies. Don't try to feed it from your hand.
Yeah, as long as you don't interfere with their business, I mean, you can take pictures of them as long as it's from a distance.
Yeah, that's what I do from a distance.
Yeah.
You know, like that little shrew that you saw. I mean, less bigger, and I started taking it. I mean, that's the cutest little thing ever. Who's that?
Oh, this is my cat. You want to come over for a visit? His name is
Oh,
Pumpkin.
good. We see
Yeah.
him.
Oh,
What's his name?
name is Pumpkin.
Pumpkin.
Yeah. Bye bye. Oh, he didn't want to come on camera.
It's a big one too. I saw it.
Yeah, he's an orange. Got him when he was like 4-month-old kitten. He was in a dangerous area in Freeport. And he was actually my oldest cat right now.
How old is he?
He's around, I'd say, I think I got him in 2013, so maybe 11 years now. Or maybe, yeah, around 11 years old now.
But God forbid a cat that's out there in the streets, it won't last 11 years, right?
Usually not, though. I mean, they say the average lifespan for a feral cat with no feeder, no shelter, is like 3 to 5 years. Because they have so many different factors. They have like cars, other predators, other humans that want to hurt them. There's so many things that can go wrong with them.
Yeah, that's why I get so upset when people domesticate cats. They leave them out there because they have to roam around, and it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense because they will die soon. They're happy at home.
Yeah, they a lot of times they freeze to death in the winters because they just can't like regulate their body temperatures.
I've seen that, and people put too much hay. It's supposed to be straw, not hay, right?
It's supposed to be straw, yeah,
But they
straw
put
to keep them warm.
they put too much, and when it gets cold, the cat stays in the place, igloo, whatever call it, and they can't get out, and they freeze in there. You
Correct,
know,
yeah,
that happened in
and
Harlem. I
also
think it happened.
people can't use like towels to keep them warm outside because the towel, I mean, yeah, it'll just freeze and then the cats will lay on it and freeze to death.
So in other words,
Sure.
before people go out there and try to help, they have to learn.
Correct, yeah,
I'll call you an expert.
yeah.
I mean,
Sometimes people try to help, but they end up doing more harm.
yeah, because they don't know. I mean, if you break a leg, you go to a doctor, right? You don't go to the next door neighbor; he'll pull it out for you. That's common sense. So that's the same thing with what you're doing. So anyway,
Sorry, I'm telling me pumpkins next to me. Okay, yeah.
thank you, Johnny. Thank you for everything. Happy Halloween. Like you say, please keep the food away from your pets. That's everything. Any type of food, because you throw garlic in there and everything, and you feed it to the dog or cat. Garlic is not good either, right?
Correct, yeah. And
So
definitely not chocolate. Definitely don't feed them chocolate.
no chocolate, no bones, especially when they're cooked.
Yeah,
I mean,
nothing they can choke on either.
those are things that people have to learn for Halloween and for the next other holidays, Thanksgiving coming and everything else. You don't have to worry about it. You don't eat animals, so
Yeah.
it's different. But people, like I said, thank you, Johnny, for showing up, and everybody, you know, happy Halloween. I'll be happy having another show next week on Halloween. We'll be talking to a medium. He sees animals and ghosts, so that he talks to them. So that'll be a good show. But
Okay.
so people, please spay and neuter your pets. Spay and neuter your pets, and do you know where your pets are?